part 2 of my Blu-ray box sets. Ahoy everybody, and welcome to part 2 of a look at my Blu-ray box sets. Watched part 1 for all the blurb. I'm a bit out of breath because I just climbed a ladder and got back down to get one of these down, but I forgot to get down, and that is Hitchcock, The Ultimate Filmmakers Collection. It's a really nice box set, but really cumbersome and awkward to store, unfortunately. So as you can see, it's a nice Perspex box, and it contains... and get the lid off. Oh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Alfred Hitchcock films, each in their own little film tin. Just a disc inside. So it has got, in chronological order, Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, Rope, Rear Window, To Catch a Thief, The Trouble with Harry, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, The Birds, Marnie even, Torn Curtain, Topaz, Frenzy and Family Plot. So all the classics plus some more, really. And then it's also got a nice little wallet, and inside we have storyboards for, I'm not sure, I can't remember what those are storyboards for, but storyboards for something. Copy of the scroll that was awarded to Alfred Hitchcock for Rear Window. Some replica letter, or various replica letters. Booklet, the most important thing. So it's less about the specific films and more just about his career in general and the people he worked with. And then it has postcards for all the films. And on the back of each it tells you what's on the discs, the bonus features and what have you. I won't scroll through them all. But yeah, it's a nice set. As I say, it's just a bit awkward and cumbersome. These films have been released in various box sets. I think a new one came out this year. I do highly recommend them. Right. Put that somewhere safe. Onto the more user-friendly stuff. We have Indicator's release of the Sinbad Trilogy. Loved the Sinbad films growing up. We had an excerpt even, from Golden Voyage, I think, on a reel-to-reel 8mm film. I think it was that. We also had a little bit of Jason and the Argonauts as well, but I'm sure we had a bit of Golden Voyage and Sinbad. But yeah, as I say, always loved these films. Really good box sets, lots and lots of extras. Mainly about Ray Harryhausen, and rightly so. And a really nice book in there as well. And then whilst I'm doing that, I will therefore, if I can get at it, because I haven't put this up there yet, but I have finished watching it. Yes. This is Indicators for Wonderful Worlds of Ray Harryhausen, Volume 1, 1955 to 1960, which contains It Came from Beneath the Sea, 20 Million Miles to Earth, and The Three Worlds of Gulliver. I'd never seen, I don't think I'd seen any of these films. And from the titles, I wasn't expecting much. Specifically from It Came From Beneath the Sea and 20 Million Miles to Earth. But I really enjoyed those two specifically. Gulliver was very good as well. But I did really enjoy the first two. Again, loads and loads of extras. And a nice thick booklet. And then also, I'm 2/3 of the way through Volume 2, which contains Mysterious Island, Jason and the Argonauts, and First Men in the Moon. So I've watched Mysterious Island and Jason and the Argonauts, but I've yet to see First Men in the Moon. But again, big thick booklet and really good, loads of extras. I did have the pleasure of meeting Ray Harryhausen about a year or two before he died. When I say met him, he's a frail old man. He signed my book for me and he said thank you. You know, it wasn't a deep, meaningful meeting. But yeah, honoured to have met him. Okay. Where are we? This is a box set that's got Maleficent and the original Sleeping Beauty in. Basically, I wanted Maleficent and it was about £2 more to get it in a set with Sleeping Beauty. So I did. I have now got Sleeping Beauty as part of the Disney box set that I got for my birthday, or was it Christmas? It was my birthday, wasn't it, I think? Which I've only just started watching. I'm 5 films in, I think. So with DVDs and Blu-rays, I don't show you them until I've watched them. Unlike music, where I show them when I buy them. So it'll be, apart from when I do unboxings. So it'll be a while before I show you that box set, but I do have it. So yes, it's just got the normal releases of Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty, but in a nice double pack. This is Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles. Yeah, that's right. It's just one of those things that doesn't sound right and you say it, you think it's a tongue twister. But this is the TV series that came out in 1920. We have dates on there. 2009 this came out, so the series was probably 7, 8 and 9, somewhere around then. I really enjoyed this series. A, it's got Lena Headey in it, who I adore. B, it's got Summer Glau in it, who I also adore. But C, I think it's just a really good series. As long as you're not expecting the film. But it's post T2. Sarah and John on the run. And they get sent Summer Glau, who is a Terminator, to protect them. And it's, the story of how they escape being hunted down, etc. Sort of like the films, but in a more story. That just made no sense whatsoever. But in a more expanded story. Let's put it that way. But yeah, as I say, I really enjoyed Sarah Connor Chronicles. Another TV series. This is Banshee. Absolutely amazing TV series. Highly recommend it. Basic plots. Anthony Starr plays Lucas Hood, who was a thief, got sent to jail. When he gets released, he goes to track down his former lover, who was his partner in crime, and whose father they worked for. Goes to the town of Banshee, where she lives. When he gets there, he goes to a bar before he goes into town, and the new sheriff of Banshee walks in, and they get on fine, but then some blokes come in and kill the new sheriff, basically. He kills the murderers and decides to pretend he is the new sheriff of Banshee. So basically he's a criminal who's in charge of the police. And there's lots more around it, which I won't go into, but I do highly recommend Banshee. Still with TV, and we have a complete Lost. So obviously there was big hype about Lost when it started. The first 2 series, I think it was, were on Channel 4. Then they lost the rights. so I didn't see it after that, but I loved the first 2 series. Then eventually the box set came out with them all in, so I got that and caught up. Yes, everything people say about it is true. It really lost its way. They obviously didn't know really what was going on. But it's still very, very good. You know, sort of if you ignore that, and the cast are wonderful. So yes, I do really like Lost. This is a show I still collect autographs from when they have the cast. I got Emily de Raven this year. How are we doing time-wise? A couple more, probably. Complete Matrix Trilogy. Saw the Matrix in the cinema in London for some reason. I can't remember why we were in London and why we decided to go to the cinema, but we did. So we were in Leicester Square. I think we went to one of the cinemas and watched the Matrix, and it was amazing. Obviously, the sequels, not so much, but still enjoyable. They just, you know, it's hard to follow a masterpiece. But the films are always enjoyable and look great in high def. And then we have the Mel Gibson Mad Max collection, Mad Max Road Warrior and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I'm going to say it again, my favourite is the third one, possibly because that's the first one I saw, Beyond Thunderdome. I like them all. They are all very different films. And Motor Fury, is it called? The 4th one with Tom Hardy. I've got that, and that's brilliant as well. But yeah, that's the Mad Max Trilogy. Oh, one more. This is, I'm not sure what they build this as. The Edgar Wright trilogy, I suppose it probably was at the time. So when Scott Pilgrim vs. the World came out on Blu-ray, they bundled it together with Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. I had those 2 on DVD, but they are 2 of my favourite films. So again, I think it was a case of an extra £5 maybe for the 2 extra films. So I picked them up on Blu-ray. All 3 excellent films. Scott Pilgrim, obviously not from the same world. It's not part of the Cornetto trilogy. It doesn't feature Simon Pegg or Nick Frost. But really good film that I highly recommend. And Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, as I say. 2 of my favourite films ever. And everybody should watch them. Okay, that'll do for this part. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you on part 3. Thanks. Bye.